Hello, hello, and welcome to workout number 3, Love Your Body, Exercise It. This is part 2 to our first workout this month. Today we will focus on the hamstrings, glutes, back, and biceps. This is another low-impact intro to strength training with a focus on the muscles that help us pull. The workout is 40 minutes in length. If you still want that extra push, we have added another link right before the stretch. All you need to do is click it for an additional 20 minutes of glutes and abs. Okay, well I'm ready to go, so let's get to it. All right, welcome. It is day 3. This is kind of a part 2 to day 1. So thank you for visiting us again. We're going to get going. I need a chair if you have one again, a band, hopefully a flat band or some sort of body band. If not, don't worry about it. And let's see, I have a 15 and a 25 today just to give you an idea. But if you're just getting started, find your lighter weights. And we'll go from there. We want form today. We want to focus on that muscle that we're using. Let's go ahead and get started with a little bit of a warm-up. Let's just go with 2 bumps and a reach out in front here. 2 bumps and a reach. Just stretching, opening up the chest there, the shoulders, squeezing those shoulder blades back together and then rounding them out, giving them a stretch. Activate, then a little stretch. Good. That's it. So yes, this will be the same setup as Monday, same kind of circuit, just different muscle groups. So I'm glad you made it back. This way we can be all even Steven in the front and the back of our body. All right, good work. Let's do some swings across the body. If you want to hold onto a chair or something, you can, or you can stand to try to work on balance and activation of the core. Here we go, just swinging across, give it a little twist. 4, I'll count. This is about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice work. Let's go ahead and come down to the floor as well. We're gonna let those knees fall side to side, arms out wide. I'm not gonna do a lot to bump the heart rate up because we're not really going that route today. I have a little bit of movement towards the end, but we're gonna focus on biceps, the middle of the back, we're gonna lower back, glutes, hamstrings. So even if you're just, even if you've been training with me, stick with me through this. We can modify to make it a little bit more intense, but I really do want you to get back to the basics today. Feel those muscles working. Make sure they're engaging. All right, good. Knees side to side. Nice work there. Go ahead and straighten those legs. I want you to put the back, the upper arm on the floor, elbows in, and we're just gonna do a back press. So you're just gonna push into those elbows and lift the back. Right there, good. 2, let's go to 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now to your stomach. Make sure you have some space there. We're gonna bring the arms out in front. You can put your forehead to the floor, and you're just gonna bring the arms out and around, palms up towards the bottom, and then back, all right? Nice and relaxed, toes are down. We're gonna do a little bit more with the lower back later. Good, all the way around, palms up, reach. Make sure those hands touch each other around here on the back side. And down, good. Let's do a couple more. Nice work. Let's push up here. Come up to the top for me. Let's just bend over. We have about a minute to go. Let's give it a little twist. In fact, you can just keep those arms right here together and open up. Oh my, feel that. Feel that stretch. Try to open as wide as you can. Don't rush this movement. Go for it. Good, let's come up one more for me real quick since we are gonna get glutes and hamstrings in there. Let's just stretch out a bit and move through this. I want you to touch your toes. You're gonna see me do this one a lot because I love it. Bottoms down, I call it bottoms up. bottom down, and then arms out in front and stand. Good, we're gonna do that a couple times. We have a little bit of time, not a lot. We're gonna grab a weight and have that chair nearby. Last one, we're running out of time. Here we go. All right, we've got a supported row. So I want you to grab a dumbbell, grab your chair. We're gonna put one hand on here, nice flat back, shoulders are away from our ears, and we're just gonna row, single arm. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1, right here. That's it. Pull up towards the rib cage, lower rib cage, kind of pull back and up versus up this way where you're shrugging. So you wanna keep that shoulder down and away from the ear. And I want you to lower it with control. We're gonna slow things down today. We're gonna focus on what we're doing, what we're feeling. That's halfway, so we're gonna switch sides. Left hand down here for support. Row with the right arm. I'm staying squared here. We're not rotating into this. Shoulders are squared off. Use that bench for support so you don't have to worry about your core too much. It's there. And when you release that weight, make sure those shoulders are still squared, that we don't drop and reach into it, okay? All right, next one here is going to be a glute bridge. Couple options if you're just getting started. Actually, this first one will all start together, and I might switch it on the next one. Right now, let's just go feet on the floor. We might move them up higher. Palms up so you don't push into with your hands. I want you to squeeze the glutes, engage, and lift and push those hips up as high as they'll go. You can even kind of tuck the pelvis just a bit at the top to really get as high as you can go here. Now, some of us have been training with me, and you might say, this is really easy. But is it? Is it really? I want you to just stop, because it's not for me. If I'm really engaging and squeezing and pushing through, this is tougher than what it is if you're just kind of going through the motion. All right, we're gonna do a band pull apart. This is probably one of my favorites for learning a rear fly before we do the rear fly. In terms of just getting good form, this is easy to do. You're gonna grab your band, and you're literally just gonna start with those arms out, shoulders down. I want you to think about pulling the lower part of the shoulder blade together and back out. Squeezing back together and out. Look at where my arms are. A lot of times I get this movement here. I want you out far so you get a good range of motion here. If it's too easy, you grab towards the center of the band. You grab a little bit closer and a little bit wider to make it easier. We do this one a lot. If you've been training with me, you know this one. All right, that's rest. We're gonna do a glute kickback. So you're gonna take this band. If you don't have a band, don't worry about it. Just still do your kickbacks. Just squeeze and activate that glute really well. So here we go, around the foot here, just pressing out and back. My hands, I've got the band here, making tension. We did a press out 2 days ago, more quad dominant on our back. Here we're gonna go with a glute. You can kind of kick up and out to feel that. Just play with it. And you can do this without the band and still squeeze the glute and feel it as well. All right, good. We need to switch to the other foot. So get that band around that other foot. Make sure it's there. Here we go. We're going to kick up and back. Good. Squeezing and activating that bottom. That's it. Nice and control. The band wants to snap you back, but you want to control it. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Good work. All right, we're back to that supported row. We're gonna go 3 times through this, all right? Nice and slow, controlled. I want you thinking about what you're doing here. Don't just go through the motion today. Here we go. Left arm, square off your shoulders, nice flat back, shoulders away from your ears. Let's row. Good control. It's a little tough. I usually say 2 counts up, 2 counts down with my kids that I train. Just, it's easier to think that way. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's still good control. But if you can, when you lower, see if you can go about 3 counts. Good. Halfway, other side. You got it. We're just doing 30-second intervals, a little bit shorter. So for those who are a little more advanced, hopefully you have some heavier weight there so that you can get a little more out of this. If not, go ahead and work through the rest time that I have, which is 15 seconds. 3, 2, and 1, rest. All right, grabbing that band, we're gonna pull apart again. Oh no, we're gonna go glute bridge. So this is where we can do your feet up. So some of you are just getting started, stay low. Make sure we're engaging, that we're engaging the core. If you wanna go a little higher, get a little more range, work a little harder, some of us can come up higher with a chair. All right, but make sure that when you were on the floor doing this, you felt both glutes engaged, you felt that you could pull your hips in, that you have good stability before you go high. Higher. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, nice work. Now we'll do our band pull apart. So grab that band again. This is great if you sit at a desk all day doing work for good posture, better posture. Here we go. Arms out in front. Pull apart towards that chest. If it's a little easy, I want it to be sticky, grab a little closer in that band. It should be sticky. Keep those shoulders down. I do that by kind of thinking about pulling my lower shoulder blades together. I'm thinking about squeezing them together. That way we spend a lot of our time up this way in life, or hunched and rounded. So make sure the shoulders are down and back. 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice work. Kickbacks with the band. I'm gonna go with my left side. I tend to have a problem getting into it here. All right, here we go. Make sure you have some good tension. We're just gonna kick back, up and back. Feel it in the glute. That's it. Good control. Now what I like these flat bands like I have here because they stay on the foot. If you have a tube for a band, it can roll off. You need to kind of wrap it around a couple times, make sure it's gonna stay. If not, please be careful. Just go ahead and kick back here without the tension. Good, that's halfway. So get that other foot in there. Other foot out, here we go. Kick it back. Oh, I am not doing a good job with this today. Trying to be smooth. All right, so for those who train with me that go through the same thing, you know it happens. Good, to everyone. Push. And because I did take a little while to get there, let's go about 5 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right. That's it. Back to that row. And we don't have a lot of time because I took extra time there. Grab that dumbbell. Here we go. Get supported. Square it off. Row and release. Good. So you can pull up 1 to 2 counts, but then lower 2 to 3, maybe 4, but that's a little slow for this movement right now and getting your reps in, but you do want to have good control. Try to stay squared off. No rounding or stretching of the back. All right, other side, here we go. And again, we kind of shortened our intervals. I'm going to be throwing in some more intro level type workouts, 1 a week. This week we have 2. Might see, I think I tried to do about 1 a week. Putting together a new intro program for everyone, so I wanted to make sure we had some of these. 3, 2, and 1. But just by adding the weight that you need and doing what you want, even if you've been training with me, it's good to go back to this. Like I said, I have a video at the end that's gonna, once you've focused on activating these muscles and using them, you're gonna feel the video at the end. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go high, but please, if you're just getting started, stay with those feet flat. Make sure you're there, that you have good activation of the core, of the glutes, these abs. Good, really press up. I almost tuck just a bit at the top, just to make sure I'm getting fully extended up there. 3, 2, and 1. Notice I'm moving very slow and controlled, so I'm using the muscles and I'm not just kind of going through the motion. All right, we're gonna pull apart again, grab that band. Arm out in front, arms out in front, and then just pull back. I have a slight bend in my elbow. I'm gonna keep that bend the entire way. I'm gonna keep those shoulders down, even though they wanna come up here. I'm gonna keep them down by thinking about pulling the lower part of my shoulder blades together. 10 seconds here. Make sure it's sticky. It should be a little sticky to get to the chest. It's a little bit easier out here, and when you get to that chest, it should be tough. 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gonna kick back with or without a band from the floor. I wanted to do step-ups today with our chair. It's one of my favorite hamstring glute exercises. I was just really worried some of us, our chairs would be too high for starting. There you go, kick it back. That's it. Just find a position that works. For me, it's a little bit up and out to get the tension I need in that hamstring and glute. Whew. That's it. That's halfway. Switch sides. Good, same thing. Exhale as you push. Inhale as you come in. You got it. It's our last one today here. It's a short workout. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, nice work. All right, we have a minute's rest, which is great. So grab a sip of water. We'll talk about the next exercises quickly and what weights we need for that. Yeah, so a couple things here. I'm not using the chair anymore, so I'm gonna move this over, or at least for now. No, we're not gonna use it anymore. You can move your chair out of the way. All right, so on these exercises, I'll move some stuff here, make sure I have room to show you. We are gonna use our band. So we did a pull apart, we're gonna do a pull down. I know a lot of us don't. I have a pull-up bar here. Some of us don't have access to that. A lot of us aren't there, or a lat pull-down machine. This is a nice start before we get the weights and the pullovers on those shoulders. I kind of like for you to just get used to sliding those shoulder blades down. So we're gonna do that now. Go ahead and grab your band. And again, you gotta find a little tension. And you're just gonna take it up overhead and you're gonna pull it straight down. I'll show you from the back. Towards the front of that chest. I'm gonna start in and pull apart and down. Just like if you've been at the gym and done a lat pull down, that kind of movements, pulling those elbows down and back. And find some tension. If you don't have a band, I've used towels just to pull on and pull down, and that works well for kind of a little bit of a isometric hold on that and hold. All right, so one arm curl, grab a dumbbell. We're just gonna do one. We could do both, but I really want you to focus on the one arm here. Make sure that you're feeling it. See if you notice a difference between the right and the left. So we're just gonna start here. One thing I notice too, sometimes when people are getting started with their weights and they're curling or rowing, is that on their rows, they tend to do weird things with their wrists, but on the curl, they tend to let the wrist kind of dangle here. You want to kind of curl it up so you have a good, firm, neutral wrist, okay? Watch that. We'll get back to the left in just a second. We're gonna do a good morning. I'm teaching you this one without weight today, just hinging, because it's an important movement, and we'll hinge and do a lot of this in my workouts. And you're gonna use your wall, and you're just gonna stand tall, shoulders down, get towards a wall. There's something that you can push your bottom against, and I'm just gonna bend over and form a tabletop and touch the wall, all right? So pretend the wall is behind me. I want you to just lean over, with some pretty straight legs. Your knees are soft. If you have tight hamstrings, you're gonna bend a little bit more to get to that flat back tabletop position. So we're just bending over, flat back. We do this for our rows, we're bent over. There's so many times that we're in this position that to me it's very important that we learn to get there properly. So that's what you're working on right here. Good, just rest. Not a lot of work there. Now, for those who have been working out with me, you can grab a weight, a dumbbell here and hold it and do that. But if you're just getting started, I want the movement first. All right, let's go back to pull downs. Oh no, I'm sorry, left arm curl, left arm curl. I'm coaching so much, I'm just forgetting what we're doing. I'm sorry, but I do want to take us through. I want us to learn this stuff. Remember that wrist, make sure it's neutral, that it's not hanging here, that you have it curled into a nice neutral tight position. All right, that's it, bicep curls. Notice if you felt any difference, like one arm feeling weaker than the other or not. 3, 2, and 1. All right, good work. Now we're gonna go back to that pull down with the band. Again, if you don't have that, you can just squeeze and pull down here, keeping those shoulders down. You could grab a towel and just pull and hold on that and still pull down in front. Here we go. Let's work. Find that tension. Gonna have to, again, grab towards the center of the band to make it tougher. I love the way this one feels. Pull right towards that chest, right up in front. Squeeze, pull those elbows down like you want to pull them behind your back. They're not going to go there, just like you want to. Here you go. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Right arm curl. Now, for some of you too that have been doing this, you could do both arms at the same time. But again, going to singles is very important to realizing if you have any discrepancies, maybe one side is stronger, maybe one side's been doing more of the work, or you've been throwing your body into it a little bit. Sometimes when we do both, we tend to move our body a lot. I want you to stay stationary. I want you to see if there's a difference today. It's all very important to slow it down and figure those things out. Especially as you get stronger, because then your body starts to compensate even easier, because it can. It's gotten smarter, stronger. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, good. Good morning. I'm gonna hold a little weight myself, but again, I don't want you to use weight until you learn to hinge and push back and come to a flat. You should look in the mirror. You should see a flat back here, all right? Once you have that movement, you can use the weight. And the wall, what the wall does is just help you push back instead of dropping down this way. It helps you to hinge, to push back. You can bring those knees should be pretty, on this one, the legs are pretty stiff, but not locked out knees. Soft knees to here. Now, if you find yourself rounding, you might have to loosen your knees up a little bit more with the tight hamstrings. If we keep them too straight, it'll be hard to not round here to get to that tabletop. So a little bit knee is fine, but you really want to just push back and fold over. All right, left arm curls. Here we go. Watching that wrist. Good curl. Feel the tug here. We're even working our core just standing. You could do these seated. You'll find that I do a lot of things standing. I do plan on making some seated workouts. I have a few people who need to have surgery or have some issues going on with the feet, ankles, that sort of thing. So they're gonna need something. I'll come up with that. Whoa, that's time, nice work. We were just doing 2 sets there. You can just pause and do a third if you want, okay? 1 minute rest, go ahead and grab some water. I feel like I'm a mess today. I don't know why, I'm so sorry. A little off. I do know why. I laid awake for much too long at 2:30 in the morning. Don't know why. All right, so we've got our finisher now. I always do something small at the end. We're gonna do eye raises, so we're gonna be on our stomach, eye to T with a little bit of lower back if you're there, so we'll talk about that. We have a side plank with abduction, so we're gonna work some obliques, core muscles, glutes here as well. Very important in moving forward in strength. And even for those who have been training, very important to get back to this, make sure we feel it, that we're isolating. Sometimes we try to do these harder, bigger movements, and other muscles take over for some of these smaller ones that really need to be engaged. So let's go to the floor here. On your stomach, here we go. Arms out in front, we're gonna make an I, a little superhero here. We're gonna lift up with an I, so our hands and thumbs are up, then come out to the side to a T, and then release back down. Now, lift out here in this T, slide around to the I, lower yourself to the floor. Raise up in your I, come out to a T, and lower. Now, if the lower back, if this is a little tough for you today to lift your feet, I'm gonna have you just work on lifting your arms down, up, and around, and forget lifting the feet, okay? Here we go, left side, left arm, left elbow, here you go, side plank, lift and lower. That's it. This is tough, but you got this knee down for getting started. Side plank's hard, it's a very important exercise to get down and work on. We're gonna go here, and this might be hard. You might find that you can only lift your leg a little bit, all right? If that's the case, you can sit down and just lift from here for now, but I do want you to work on both, doing a side plank hold and the other. That's halfway. We're gonna switch to the other side. Same thing, bottom knee bent. And so even for me, I've been doing a lot of these. It's still good. I still feel this. So even for those who've been training with me, it's good to bring it down to this. So we really focus on what we need to be feeling, getting those hips up here, making sure we can lift and squeeze the glute here. You want to keep those shoulders stacked. Try not to roll. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, I'm telling you, I'm feeling that. Here we go. We're going to move a little bit. And we did something similar to this. I don't remember what day. But we're gonna do a seal jack is this. So some of you can jump if you're ready. Others, we're gonna just step out together, side to side. And you can kind of think about your fly, your rear fly, just pulling back here, squeezing those shoulder blades together as we step into a wide squat. Good. And like I said, if you want a little more heart rate here, go ahead and jump. If you're going on to that next video that I'm going to talk about here in a bit, maybe you keep it here. All right, nice work, rest. We're gonna come down to that superhero again. I call it superhero. A lot of you have heard it as Superman, Superwoman. Let's come down here, thumbs up. Again, feet can lift too if you're there. Raise up into your I, bring it out to a T, back down. Lift in your T, bring it out to an I, release down. Good, lift, slide out, and down again. Maybe lifting those feet off, it's a little much today. Just work on the back, upper back versus the lower back too. 3, 2, and 1, rest. All right, nice work. Here we go, side plank with abduction. Left knee is, or bottom knee is bent. Make sure your elbow's under your shoulder. Here we go, we're lifting. Squeeze that glute. Push up the hips here. You should feel this glute, outside glute hip working as well. Stabilizing here and lifting with this one. Try not to, if you feel it through here, see if you can tilt the toe down just a bit, heel up, lead with the heel, see if you can get it back here into your bottom. Nice small movement, squeeze. Doesn't take much to feel this. Halfway, switch it over quickly, here we go. Other side, elbow under shoulder, stacked here. I'm not using this hand to hold me up. You put it on your hip. Make sure you're feeling it here. Lead with that heel. Make sure this side is activated, that you're pushing up. Hips towards the ceiling. Oh, there's a lot going on, right? I'm starting to feel it. Always good to get back to this. All right, nice work. Woo! All right, little tap out. You can do your seal jacks high here with the drop, or you step it out. Here we go, side to side. And I'm gonna make a fist, and I'm gonna act like I'm really pulling back here into my upper back. Little rear fly. That's it. You got it. Starting to feel it. Just 3, 2, and 1. I hope everyone's doing okay. All right, last round. We're coming down. Again, remember, you can make an I out T if you want without the leg lifts. Here we go. Lift out to the side, down. Lift in your T, bring it back to an I, down. Lift in your I, bring it out to a T, down. Lift in your T, bring it out to your I, down. I, T, down. T, I, down. I, T, down. T, I, and down. Woo! Good work. Here we go. Side plank. That's one. You can practice and practice these. So good for you. Here we go. People ask too, can I do core every day? We're lifting, we're working as I talk. I know I'm, can I do core every day? Yes. I think, as long as you're not too sore, as long as you're not doing any big deadlifting, heavy weight where you're required to engage, you should be working it and doing less but more often. High frequency, a little bit here and there. Good, that's halfway. Other side. Here we go, especially if you're sitting all day, if you're at a desk job. All right, make sure you're stacked here. Make sure you're feeling it in the glute. You feel this side working as well. Lift with those hips. Yeah, especially if you're at a desk, you're turning off those muscles. They're going to sleep. They're a little dormant. So getting up and moving and activating is good. Woo! That's a rest. Let's step it out one more time here. And then we'll put up that link for you for those who are going on. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. And I forget, I think it's 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I don't know. I'm sorry to say I don't remember if there was a warm up or not, but it's 20 minutes. So I give you a good hour today. Good. Step it out. Nice and deep and wide here. Squeeze back. Good. You can jump here if you want. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nice work. All right, we're gonna stretch out. I'm gonna stretch out, take you through that, finish today at 40 minutes. If some of you need a little bit more and you have the time, go into that 20-minute video. We're gonna put the link right up here. It's a great workout. It's more abs and glute, but I believe I have deadlifting in there. I have some kettlebell swings. So now that we've got all these muscles kind of activated and ready to go and warm, for those who have been working with me for a while, you're really gonna go in and kind of torch them at that point. So you'll feel it. And if you can't get to it right now, maybe you do later. All right, that's enough. Let's stretch out here. Where do we want to start? Let's start on those hips, okay? Let's just start on the hips. Let's come down to the floor. Let's sit. I want you to bring that right ankle over the knee here. Oh, I like to do this one at the wall too. This feels really good. Just stretch it out, hold it, breathe. Make sure you're breathing. A lot of times I like to hold a stretch 30 seconds to a minute long. But I've been trying not to do that and just focus on my breath. So maybe 5 deep breaths, making sure that I'm breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth. Let's go ahead and rock it out. I want you to bring your knee, tap it down. Bring it to the left, tap down. Side to side here. All right, I haven't looked at the calendar again to remind myself where we are over the weekend, but you have a day off. Fridays are off. Now, just because I gave you a day off doesn't mean that you're not supposed to move. All right, here we go. Switch legs. Other heel or left ankle on right knee here. Hold it. Play around with your position to get that stretch. Especially Friday if you're somebody that Fridays are pizza and ice cream night. So I tried to stay active Friday. Not anything crazy. Let's go right to left. But I do try to move. Get your steps in, find a different focus. Maybe it is just what you're eating, how you're fueling. Find something, but do move. Unless you're really sore and tired. Also, listen to your body. You need to recover, you want to rest. Know when you need to take that. If you feel great, go for it. Maybe some of you are training for a 5K or some sort of half marathon and and it's your run day. That's great, that's fine. Watch it if you're really sore. All right, that felt really good, didn't it? Let's come on back. Let's just bring that right leg up, grab the back of your hamstring here, and just stretch out, but be careful, don't go too far. You know, a lot of times they're so tight that it's easy to pull a muscle there. They're already kind of overactive. Just a little bit, we're not gonna hold it too long. Let's go to the other side here, same thing. Whew, good work there. Let's go ahead. I want you to come into a Z sit. Instead of a pigeon today, let's go Z. So my heels to my knee here. I'm gonna sit tall. Let's see if I can show you this way. And we're gonna just lean over this left knee that's forward. Nice flat back. We're gonna stay nice and tall. So that's gonna allow us to get that stretch in the hip a little bit better than if I round and give into it. As soon as I do this, I'm relaxed. I don't feel that stretch. And then just push yourself out to where you can go. Getting that stretch there. Does that feel good? Love that one. Oh, we have some dogs inside making some noise. I don't know if you can hear them barking. We're dog sitting. All right, sit tall. Make that Z on the other side. Nice flat back. And just angle out over that right knee. Ooh, this side, I can't go as far. Make note, if you can get further on one side, it feels a little more natural or easy or more flexible. This side needs some work. Make note, spend some time on it. So that might mean when we stop here today, you go back to that side, or maybe this evening watching TV, you spend a little time in it. Get your foam roller out. Good job. Last one here. We have 20 seconds. Let's do some cat-cows because we worked on good mornings and some things in the glutes. Just like rounding out, we use that upper back. So tuck those toes. You'll see me do this one a lot. All right, let's round out. So you're going to tuck the toes. You're going to tuck your tailbone. You're going to let that head drop. Reach those shoulder blades towards the ceiling. Feels so good. If you want to push back a little bit, you can. Good. Then I want you to let those toes go to the floor. And I want you to just dump your belly. Let that belly fall. Look up towards the ceiling. I know it's been 40 minutes. If you gotta go, go. If you're sticking around, oh no, sorry, if you're sticking around for that, you should be gone. You should be into the next video. Oh, good work. Stretch, tuck those toes, reach. This is cat. Bring in those shoulder blades towards the ceiling. Toes down. Dump that belly into cow. Look up. All right, child's pose real quick. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in. This was a little bit of an intro to one, me and my workouts, two, just some basic stuff, isolating, getting to know some of the exercises and movements. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you come back. We're posting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sundays, 5 days a week. 5 a.m. in the morning. Leave me a comment if there's something that you have a question on or something you'd like to see. Have a great day. Bye-bye.